God gave the revealing of Jesus Christ on what he looks like. Jump to verse 13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Who's the Son of Man? That's right. Read on.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So picture this in your mind. Jesus Christ has a long garment down to his foot. Read on.
And girt about the peps with a golden girdle.
So a girt, right? A golden girdle is sort of like a WWE wrestling belt.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's around his navel area.
Right.
Read on.
His head.
His what?
His head.
So his head, meaning the things that's on his head, which is hair.
Yeah.
Read on.
And his hairs.
His hairs, like his eyebrows, mustache, and his
Are
beard.
curly.
Where's what?
Were white like wool.
Like what?
Like wool.
White, like wool. White in color, woolly in what? Texture.
Texture, yeah.
What race of people have woolly hair? Exactly. So you have to teach her that Jesus Christ has black people hair.
That's right.
Negro hair.
That's right.
This is the Jesus Christ that everybody says they believe
Yeah.
in every Sunday.
Yeah.
Not the one, let me see that. Not the
Now,
one that
excuse
they
me
give
for
you.
not saying it correctly. I shouldn't say color.
It's fine. Yeah, no, you can say color because this is a thing in the earth. This is a real thing that they call color,
Yeah.
Negro. Those are all the names that was given to God's people. Now, this is the image that they said that Jesus is. Pick which one is Jesus Christ that you believe. That one, right? Okay.
I would say that's because I got my sunglasses on, but I'm seeing the black hair because I just did a picture of her. For her.
It's all good.
I did a picture for her.
Now, 1 second. So we're gonna read
And
this
I
one
did
more.
it with wavy. I purposely made it bumpy like this on the picture.
Okay.
Purposely because when the long hair is long, it's kind of wavy. You know, they make it wave or, you know.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at me, is my hair smooth? Yours is kind of
Right. Now, you guys ever played a baseball or 3 strikes you're out or anything like
yeah.
that? So let's play 3 strikes you're out.
Okay.
All right. You ever played 3 strikes you're out?
No.
All right. So we're gonna play a game right now. It's called 3 strikes and then you're out. Meaning, if there's 3 things that are incorrect, then we have to do away with it.
Okay.
So read that one more time.
Verse 14.
Now, the game that we're gonna play is if Jesus, because these are the images that you said amount up. If there's something that's incorrect, we have to give it a strike.
Okay.
Okay? So read it again.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white.
The hair on his head and
white.
the hair on his face was what color?
Were white.
Which one of these images have white hair?
I don't see any of them.
So
Bottom row.
you said the bottom row.
Right here.
Not him. Don't worry about
I
him.
know.
Don't worry about him.
So none of these are correct.
Right.
He said the bottom row. Let's say that that's true, right? Because this is written in ink, black and white painting.
Okay.
So none of these are true. So they all have a strike.
Right.
So the hair on his head, the hair on his face was white.
Right.
Read.
Like wool.
Like what?
Like wool.
Which one of these images are wool-like hair? He said none of them.
None of them.
This isn't woolly. Wool is like a sheet. Yeah, if you ever touch a sheet and you put your hands through it, it's nappy. It's kind of nappy, kinky, as they would say, right? She's pointing at the beard.
His hair and beard are middle.
This one right here?
White wool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Now I'm gonna just tell you something. This guy right here is actually a real man created by Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Caesar Borgias, a man that actually lived on the
Oh
earth.
yeah.
And this is the image that they said that Jesus Christ looks like.
Yeah.
The other ones have white wool hair or beard.
Yeah.
None of these have, so these are incorrect.
That's right.
By,
two.
according to the Bible.
That's right. Too.
Right? That's strike 2.
Yeah.
Like wool, read on.
And his eyes
His eyes.
were as a flame of fire.
So which one of these, what color is fire?
Red.
Which one of these images have red eyes?
None of them.
So those are 3 strikes. So these images, they're out. They're out the game.
That's right.
So how do we find out the truth? By reading the Bible.
Right.
So his hair is white and woolly. His eyes are red like fire. Read on.
And his feet.
Uh-oh, and his what?
And his
feet.
So his feet, so because he has sandals on like you have on.
Uh-huh.
So your feet, when I look at your feet, they're the same complexion as your hands, your neck, your cheeks, etc.
Oh, yeah.
His feet or his skin complexion, read,
Like unto fine brass.
what color?
Fine
Brass.
What color is brass? Like copper.
Copper. It's
So-
very bottom.
Yeah, like
Very
this
bottom.
color right
Yeah.
here.
That's
That's
right.
brass.
That's right.
Very bottom.
So far, what color is Jesus Christ?
So
He's
far.
still,
So far.
he's still dark, black with.
But wasn't he like, wasn't he from, wasn't it like over in Egypt?
Well, no, he's actually from Nazareth. He's from Jerusalem.
But
Now,
wasn't that like where the Islams are and stuff?
well, I'm gonna give you an example. Like you're here today, but you're not naturally from here. I'm here today, but I'm not naturally from here. The people that are there now, they're not naturally from there. So we can't take our modernized mind and say, well, he's from there, so he got, right? We have to take it as what's written in the scriptures.
Right.
So read that one more time.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Brass, which is brown, read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
What color was Jesus Christ?
As if
If
they
they
burned
burned in a furnace.
Jesus Christ was so brown, the Bible says it was as if he burned in the furnace. What color?
Well, brass wasn't brown, it was yellow. More like the color of your
So brass was yellow.
yellowish, like that tribe of Judah on your t-shirt. That's what
Yeah,
color brass
yeah.
is.
When I worked at the mall, we had to
Excuse
do
me.
brass.
That's
polished
going
brass.
fiery. That's brass. You're talking about when brass was put in the furnace.
Well,
Going
everything
fiery.
turns red then.
It's red. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
all metal
But when it
turns
comes
red.
out,
When it comes out of the furnace.
it's not red. See, that's the part
After it
you
cools
miss.
down, you're talking
That's the part you miss.
Do you know any people on the earth that are yellow?
Chinese.
Chinese people aren't yellow.
Oh, yellowish.
I would beg to differ.
Indians they got their own skin texture.
So you missed the point. The point, you missed the point. I'm gonna help you.
Well, I'm just going by what he's reading out of the Bible, and it says brass.
All right. So is Jesus Christ a Jew?
Yes.
He's a Jew.
They put on his cross. Not even sure what cross. It says up there, King of the Jews.
The King of the Jews
In Hebrew,
in Hebrew.
in
Latin.
in Greek, and in Latin.
That's right. Now, it said Jesus Christ was brass as if it burnt in a furnace. Jesus Christ looks like his brother. He looks just like the other Jews.
That's right.
Correct? Jeremiah chapter 14. Start at verse 1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah concerning the dearth.
Concerning the who?
The dearth.
Read on.
Judah mourneth.
It said Judah. Right? In order to be a Jew, that means you come from a man named Judah.
That's right.
Judah's what?
Mourneth.
The Jews are in mourning because their king got killed, Jesus Christ. The Jews are in mourning because they went to slavery on slave ships to America.
Yeah.
The Jews are in mourning because they get killed by the police in America,
Oh,
and a slew of many other things. The real Jews are in mourning.
Yeah.
Read on.
And the gates thereof languish.
Their leaders, their noble ones, are the gates. They languish. They lack leadership. No one is leading God's people correctly because they're all being deceived. What color did the Bible call the Jews?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
They're red.
They are black.
Yellow.
They are black.
When it says burnt in the furnace, brass as if it's burnt in the furnace, what it means is they are black.
Real dark.
That's in the Bible.
Real dark.
Gotcha.
That's in the Bible. Who else was a Jew? Solomon was a Jew, right?
Oh, yeah.
Solomon is the great-great-grandfather of Jesus Christ. What color did Solomon say he was?
I know what they portray him
Give me
Right.
Song of Solomon 1 and 5.
as. That's what portray him as.
The
But
book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1, the songs of songs which is Solomon.
Which is whose?
Which
is
is
Solomon.
So this is Solomon's song.
Yeah.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. I am black.
What is Solomon saying in this song?
I am black.
He said, what?
I am black.
Why would Solomon say, I'm black?
Black.
That simple, that plain. So if that's Jesus Christ's great grandfather, what would Jesus Christ look like?
Black.
The same way he would look like. I am black, read on.
But comely,
He said, I'm black and I'm beautiful. Read,
O ye daughters of Jerusalem,
read.
as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black.
He said, don't look upon me because I'm black. Because how do they treat black people in America? You get judged, predicated upon their skin.
That goes both ways.
Yeah, it goes both ways, but in here, the people that were kicked, stomped, hung, and beat because of the color of their skin goes predicated upon them being black.
Yeah. You know,
Nobody else was kicked,
The
beat.
KKK did that too, but they did also to white men who beat their wives. They hung up white men that beat their wives. They did that sort of stuff too. They had like a protocol how they were supposed to. Although they did target black people.
Yeah, they didn't do that at a mass level. Just because you got one or two.
Yeah, but they
you
did. They did.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
And then I have to
compare
say
that.
also this.
Hold on, let me finish this.
Black people were
Can I
also
finish?
sold by their own tribe.
Why you lying?
Uh-oh.
What's your name? Debbie?
If I'm wrong, correct me.
Debbie. You said
Deborah.
black people were.
Deborah.
Okay, Deborah. Now, you believe in the Bible?
Yes.
Do you think the Bible documents who sold black people? That's right.
History does.
History does. So is not the Bible history?
It's also history too.
Okay,
yes.
give me.
But there's more history.
Hold on. Let's find out.
The
Right?
Bible's not the only history. His story.
You know what
I
that
know what
meant?
that means. His story.
Do you know what that sound meant? That sound meant hold your horses, be quiet for a second.
Okay.
All right, read that.
All right.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 3.
The Lord tells you that.
And they have cast lots for my people.
You know what it means to cast a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gambling. So somebody is gambling or betting about God's people. Read on.
And have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine.
They're giving boys for harlots and selling boys for wine.
Yeah. That's why Jesus went crazy in the
What?
temple.
No, this is not what this is for.
That's right.
This is in the book of Joel.
Okay.
This is prophecy. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you know what this is talking about. Right? Read on.
That they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Who did this?
O Tyre and Zidon.
Tyre and Zidon are the sons of Ham. These are Hamites. Hamites is who you would consider Africans that live in South Sudan, Sudanese people. These are people who you would consider dark-skinned people that put lip disc in their lips, bones in their nose. Read on.
O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine.
All the coast of Palestine is responsible for taking God's children and selling them for a boy for a harlot, a girl for wine. Read.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Read on.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Because they took what?
My silver and my gold.
What's God's silver and his gold? The 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Tyre and Zidon took God's gold. The 12 tribes of Israel. These are human beings.
Oh yeah.
Read on.
And have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Read.
The children also of Judah.
What children did they take?
The children also of Judah.
What? In the Bible, it said that the children of Judah looked like what? We just read it earlier.
Oh yeah.
It said that they were black.
Yeah, exactly.
So Tyre and Zidon is a nation of people that are dark people.
Yeah.
Taking another dark people. They're not the same people.
That's the thing.
Okay.
So
There
just
we
because
go.
you got dark skin doesn't mean you're the same race.
Okay.
You
so
ever
I
seen
gotcha. I
you ever
gotcha.
seen
I
an
know
East
what you're
Indian
saying.
person with a
Yeah.
red dot?
Oh, yeah.
They're dark just like me.
Yeah.
They don't call themselves black. When you got to America, that's when people started calling themselves white or black, colors out of,
Oh, yeah.
of a crayon box.
Yeah.
That is an ideology given to you to deceive you so that you won't know who the Israelites are.
Yeah.
Read on.
And the children of Jerusalem,
The children of Jerusalem and the children of Judah, Tyre and Zidon took them. Read that part again. Read that part again.
because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
You have taken my silver and my gold.
And
Like a quick recap, who took God's silver and gold? What's the names that we gave you?
Yeah.
Tyre and Zidon.
I didn't recognize those things, but now I'm hearing it.
Okay.
Because I tell you, I find it very hard to understand what it says in the Bible. I do a lot of
Because it's not your job.
interpretation.
I understand. I understand.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. So,
Gotcha. Yep, Jesus Christ had the crown of thorns. Now it says Tyre and Zidon took the Israelites. Two dark races of people. One dark race taking another darker race. Another dark race. Two different people though. Read.
the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Have they sold it to who?
Have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Who are the Grecians?
the Greeks.
That's right.
And who are the Greeks? That's America. We're just gonna get straight to the point.
That's right.
That's talking about who people would consider themselves as Americans, aka so-called white
Okay,
people.
America. Okay.
So, a dark race of people took God's people that are dark, just like in Egypt. Moses was dark, and he dwelt among the Egyptians. Two different people.
Yeah.
The dark race took God's people, sold them to the Grecians. That's talking about the Atlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
So you lied earlier, right? Not intentionally, but ignorantly,
Yeah.
right? And that's okay. So you gotta get that thought out of your head that black people sold themselves.
Okay. Well, you just explained it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point of the matter is, Jesus Christ is a so-called black man. He's an Israelite.
Right.
And so-called black people that are scattered across the four corners of the earth are God's chosen people, the Israelites. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
But I want God to show me. I know I'm
All right, 1 second. Give me Deuteronomy 29:1.
Deuteronomy 29:1.
Listen to this.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So, God made a covenant with what people?
people of Israel.
The people of Israel. And the people of Israel are God's what?
Children.
All right, give me Isaiah 44:1.
Isaiah.
Because they're not just his children. They have a strategic name, a very potent name. Right? Listen to this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel,
Israel, the nation,
whom I have chosen.
his people.
Israel, whom I have chosen.
So Israel and his descendants are not just his children, they're his chosen children.
Okay.
Okay? The Israelites are.
Yeah.
Now you said you're part of God's chosen people. Now, the Bible is going to tell you where the Israelites will be in the year 2023. What's the month? October? It's the what? 30th? 31st? 30th? The 29th. At around sundown. He's going to tell you where they are right now in the Bible. Right? Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26.
Deuteronomy chapter 11.
Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26.
Deuteronomy 11 and 26. Behold, I set before you this day.
The you this day is the people that he made the covenant with, the Israelites. He's telling them what's going to happen to them. Read.
A blessing and a curse.
Read.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day.
Read on.
And a curse.
And a what?
And a curse.
If what?
If ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
God said he's going to put curses on his chosen people if they don't do his commandments.
Right?
So if you want to find out who God's chosen people are, you have to read the curses that God put on his chosen people. That's going to pinpoint where they are and who they are. Does that make sense so far? All right, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, and let's go to verse 68.
Deuteronomy
Give me
chapter
Micah chapter 6 and verse 4.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Listen to this real good. This is one of the curses from verse 16 to 68 of all the curses that God's going to put on them. This is just one of them. This is going to tell you who the Israelites are, who the chosen people is. Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What the Lord say?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Why is he going to bring them into Egypt again? It's because these are the curses. If they don't do what God said, the punishment is they have to go to Egypt again. What were the Israelites doing in Egypt before this? When Moses said, Pharaoh, let my people go. So, what if you're being killed, slaughtered, and sold, what condition are you in? Slaves.
There you go.
That's the correct answer. Micah chapter 6 and verse 4.
The book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 4. For I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed them out of the house of servants.
Out of the house of what?
Out of the house of servants.
So Egypt in the Bible is called the house of servants, the house of servitude, slavery.
Yeah.
So if the Israelites break the commandments, they have to go back to Egypt again. Meaning they have to go where again? Back to
There
slavery.
you go.
So, what people are known for going to slavery? But let's find out how they're going to go to slavery. Now, what's the name of the people that we're reading about?
Israel.
The Israelites. This is God's chosen people. You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm a part of this. You have to literally be these people. Read that again from the top.
Deuteronomy
So we're
28
1 second.
and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's going to bring them into slavery again. How?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
What race of people went to slavery on slave ships?
Africa.
You see that? So-called Africans.
So-called.
Because that word Africa is a new word that was created by a European man whose name was Leo Scipio's Africanus. They conquered that land during the Second Punic War, defeating Hannibal, named it that. But there's many people in that landmass. So there's one strategic people that this happened to. Read it one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The only people that went to slavery on slave ships is who the world ignorantly calls them African Americans or black people, Negro, colored, the list goes on. Latinos, Native Americans. Those people are the only people on the earth that went to slavery on a ship. Right? Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
This is going to happen to them if they don't keep the commandments. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And when this happens, when this prophecy is fulfilled, right, this is their last time going into slavery.
That's right.
They went into slavery under the Egyptians, during the Persians and the Medes, during the Babylonians,
That's not gonna happen,
during the Greeks, during Rome and America. Right? Thou shalt see it no more again. Read.
And there
When they get off the ships, read.
ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
What people were sold into slavery. Right?
Yeah.
That's what that is in the center of the street right there.
That monument right there.
Oh yeah.
That is the
we know
Market
that.
Square House. That is a
I know.
commemoration
I know.
of God
Yeah.
keeping his promise in the Bible that the Israelites will have to
Do you
go into
believe it
slavery.
was only black people sold there? You don't think they was?
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, I didn't say that. What I'm saying, they sold many things there.
Yeah.
They sold food there, etc., etc. What I'm telling you is that God said that his people will go to slavery by way of a ship. Fayetteville doesn't have any water here. That would mean that the people that were sold there got dropped off at the ports, the coast, Wilmington, Charleston, South Carolina, Virginia, etc., and they had to make different stops. And it says there they will be sold to who?
Unto your enemies.
Different people. You're going to be sold by the people that's going to have you in Wilmington. You're going to travel down to other parts and places of what you call the Americas. Read. Read on.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen,
Read.
and no man shall buy you.
So in the Bible, God told the whole world, because everybody has an opportunity to read this book, told everybody who the Israelites are. And you just found out that who are the true Israelites? So-called, you said what?
children of Judah.
But who are they? Who? So-called black people are what? Who are the Israelites? Admit it. Say it.
They are the children of God.
Who?
Jesus.
Who?
Look, I'm having
All right, go to Psalm chapter 19. Go to Revelation chapter 19.
Go ahead, I'll hear you, but I've got to sit down.
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 1. And after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Hallelujah!
Saying what?
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Salvation,
What?
Salvation.
Read on.
and glory,
Read.
and honor, and power,
And what?
and
Power.
Read on.
unto the Lord our God.
Everybody's God.
Unto the
Lord our God.
Their God.
Unto the
Lord our God.
That's what's coming to the earth. Power is coming to the so-called black man, Hispanic and Native American man.
That's right.
But you got to come back to God, brother.
That's right.
I want to give you that power.
I've
I got
enjoyed
to
it.
set her down.
All right?
Okay.
Read on.
Thank you.
Hey, you
For
got
true
you gotta
and righteous
For
are
what?
For
true and righteous
are his judgments.
Read on.
For he has judged the great whore.
For he has what?
For he
He
has
had judged
judged
the great whore.
Read on.
Shimba my shakira shah.
which did corrupt the earth.
Which did what?
Which
Did corrupt the earth.
Read.
with her fornication.
Right?
And hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand.
Read on.
And again they said, Hallelujah!
Read.
And their smoke rose up for her forever and ever.
Forever and ever. Give me Judas chapter 8 and verse 9.
By Shimba my shakira shah.
Right, the Lord our God is our God, man. You almost had a heart attack finding out who the Israelites were. The heathen almost have a heart attack by the words of God, the words of life. But these words of life only give us life.
Right.
They don't give the heathen life. Bring it up.
The book of Judith, chapter 8 and verse 9. Now when she heard the evil words of the people
Right.
against the governor,
When she heard these evil, because these aren't good words to her. These are evil words to
Right.
her. It took everything in her might to admit who the Israelites were. When she heard these evil words from the governor, because we're her governor, right? She has to call us senator, judge, master, magistrate, God. She has to call us these things.
Right.
When she heard that, what happened?
they fainted.
They what?
They fainted.
What happened to her?
They fainted.
She fainted, man.
By Shimba my shakira
Right?
shah.
She almost fainted. She said, I gotta get out of here. I can't stay here. The word of the Lord is too hot. Right? Read on.
For a lack of water.
For a lack of water. Because we got the water. Give me Isaiah 55 and verse 1.
1 Thessalonians 1 and 5.
1 Thessalonians 25. Give me Isaiah 55 and 1.
Hey, that's the Holy Spirit right there.
We got Isaiah chapter 55 verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth,
Everyone that thirsteth, read.
come ye to the waters.
The Lord said, anyone that thirsteth, come to the water. Hey, brother. Can I read you a Bible verse? Come on, brother. We got some water up here, brother. We got good alkaline water up here, brother, for you. Right? Read on.
Come ye to the waters.
The Lord said, come to the waters, man. It's waters up here.
Right.
Right? This is spiritual, heavenly water, man. It's not tainted, unpolluted, no GMO, not sanctioned by the three-letter people. We're not going to say their names.
Right.
We know who they are, but we're not going to say their names. Right? Read on.
And he that hath no money,
He that hath no money, read on.
come ye, buy and eat.
So the Lord said you can come and buy things from him without money. Right? The Lord's not going to put you in debt. The Lord's not going to say, well, you know, you can make a payment plan with me. I know you broke. I know you live in the projects in the slums, and I know I'm only paying you $7.50 an hour, $7.25 an hour. Make a payment plan where you only pay me $6 each month.
Right.
Well, you're making that an hour. Yeah, he's gonna put you on a percentage of what you have to pay him. Right? The Lord not gonna do that to you. Read on.
Yea, come buy wine and milk.
Wine and milk, man. And this isn't the milk of the days that we live in, right? Where the milk comes from the cows and they got all that pus inside of them. They get injected with all Esau's science that he has in his laboratories at Duke University and UNC and all these scientific laboratories across the globe. Right? Our milk isn't ingested with pus and these different nasty things that give us mucus and cause diseases and stuff. Inflammation. Right? That destroy your lymphatic system. Right? This isn't what the Lord is about. Read on.
Yea, come by wine and milk.
Read.
Without money.
Without money.
And without price.
And without price, man. You can buy this thing for free.
Come.
You can come up and get these living waters for free.
Come.
But guess what? This isn't for everybody. This is written. Isaiah didn't write this to all of the nations.
Right.
Right? Paul's letters aren't to all of the nations. These letters are strategically only solely for the Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, no matter their name, no matter their gender, no matter what they call them, no matter what God they believe in.
Right.
The Lord wrote this not just for you only, only camps only, man. This is for all of the Israelites for whatever they believe in.
Right.
You can be an atheist and you can get this. Right? This is free to you. You could be a Buddhist, but this is for you.
Right.
Right? You can be a dog on one of the worst of them all, a Christian. You can be a Christian, man. But guess what? This is for you.
Right.
Right? Modern day Christianity. This is for you. Right? You could be in the Nation of Islam, but the Bible, the scriptures, is for you without money and without price.
You got a Bible?
Right? It's
Is that a
not-
Bible?
You guys believe in God?
Yeah, you're good.
You're good?
No, no,
How are you? How are you good? World War III is about to happen.
Oh, well, I'm not good on this side. I'm good on the other side.
You're good on the other side.
Nobody's saved yet.
How many gates are there on the other side? She don't want to answer that one.
Nobody's saved yet. That's why I said it, because I knew she was going to definitely not.
I'm good on the other side. That's proud. Yeah, that's the right answer.
No,
Nobody's
I know.
good on the other side.
I know.
That's proud. You can't say that
Nobody's
you're good
saved
on
yet.
the other side.
You know,
I'm good on the
that's
other
why
side.
I made sure she heard it.
Con. So read that one more time, or read off select.
Yeah,
Read
no
where you left
problem.
off.
Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which not satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good,
Read on.
and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
Read.
Incline your ear, and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live.
The Lord said, hear these things and your soul shall live, man. Right? This is what we're hoping for. Right? Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 14. Hey, brother, if you hear these words, your soul will live.
Right.
If you hear these words, brother, your soul will live, brother. Right? This word is for you, brother.
Right.
Doesn't matter what you believe in. Doesn't matter what happened to you, brother. Right? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 14.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2.
It's like, hold that. Read that for yourself right there.
This is
That's
book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 1, verse 5. For our gospel came not unto you in word only, but also in power.
In what?
Also in
power.
Read on.
And in the Holy Ghost, and in much assurance, as ye know what manner of men we were among you for your sake.
Right, so the word of God is given, right, to the men of God, right, and it's given in power. It's given in action. It's given in deed, right? When the word of God is going out, things will happen, man.
Right.
Things will literally actually happen, right? In the flesh, things will happen. Things will start happening in the air, you know? What's going on, brother? I got a question for you. You believe in God?
Yeah.
What color is God?
Black.
He's black. What color is his son?
Son, black.
What color is his people?
Black.
Yeah, they're black, they're light skinned too, they come in different shades, etc., sizes and colors. Now, what's your God-given nationality? Your God-given name?
Drake.
Drake. Okay, that's the name that your father or your mother gave you, right? What did God call your race of people in the Bible?
We was made from dirt.
You was made from the dirt, but what's the name of your race of people in the Bible? I'm going to show you.
Black.
No, black is just
African American?
Nope, that was given to us in the 80s, 1980s, coined by Jesse Jackson. I'm gonna show you, brother. Right? Judges chapter 2 and verse 11.
Judges chapter 2 and verse 11.
You say your name Drake?
Yeah.
All right. What year were you born?
2010.
20. You was born in 2010.
Yeah.
You was born in the year 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when Drake came on the scene, so your people named you Drake.
My name is Drake.
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 Okay, Drake. Okay, all praise. Right, read that.
Judges 2 and 11. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
Have you ever heard of the children of Israel? All right. Now, the children of Israel are God's chosen race of people. You heard what I said? Children of Israel are what?
It's hard right now. I'm hot.
It's all right, brother. It's all right. All right? Isaiah 44 and 1. I'm going to read it to you in the Bible for the children of Israel.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel,
Israel,
whom I have chosen.
the children of Israel are God's chosen race of people. So God created many races of people, but he chose one race. And their name is called what? The children of Israel. Another word would be the Israelites. Can you say that? Israelites? The Israelites are God's chosen people. Alright? Now, I'm going to show you, brother, in the Bible, that the Israelites are God's chosen people. And then I got a few questions for you. Is that alright? Alright, read that again.
And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
So the children of Israel, they did evil in God's sight. So you got a father, right? If you were to do evil to your father or to your parents, what do your parents do to you? They're going to whoop you. Was God whoop his children? You said no. Let's find out if God would whoop his children or not.
There's something worse than whoop.
Verse 14. And the children of Israel, and the anger of the Lord was hot.
Does God get angry?
Yes.
God said he's angry. More, he's so angry that he said, I'm hot. Just like how you said you was hot earlier. God said he's hot because his children did evil. Read.
Against the children of Israel, and,
Right.
and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers.
God gave his chosen people to other races of people so that they can do whatever they want to. He delivered them to the hands of spoilers. Read.
That spoiled them.
And those other people robbed God's people, the Israelites. Read on.
And he sold them.
And the children of Israel got what?
And he sold them.
What race of people are you familiar with getting sold into slavery? That's right. In the Bible, God said he sold his people, but he didn't call them black people. He called them Israelites,
Right.
the children of Israel. So another word for black people in the Bible is called the Israelites. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a little bit. It's coming together right now.
It's
in my
coming
head.
together.
It's coming together in my head.
All praise. Now give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. So if the Israelites break God's commandments, God said that he'll strategically do certain things to them, bad things. I'm going to show you another thing that God said he would do to his chosen people if they disobey God. Listen to this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you
Read.
and very delicate,
The man that's tender and delicate to you, that's like nice and cordial, kind, brotherly love, right? So like Dre, if another brother came up to you and his name was Day-Day, and he walked up to you, his name is Day-Day now, he said, hey brother, man, that's a nice hat, right? I like that hat, man. He's befriending you. He's showing tender delicacy and kindness to his brother, right? God said if the Israelites break the commandments, this is what's going to happen to him.
his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother. You will be his brother, Dre. Daddy walks up to you now, said, who this nigga Dre think he is? I'm about to rob him for his scooter. You see that? That's having an evil eye toward his own brother. What race of people is known for having an evil eye toward their own race of people?
Black people.
You see that? Name me some music. What musical artists rap about or sing about killing their own people?
Black people.
You see that? Like who? Little Dirt. NBA Youngboy. That's who you said, Youngboy? That's who you listen to? Yeah, man. 38 Baby, man. We're not trying to claim 38 Baby no more. Right? Because we got to be more godly. But God said, one race of people, his chosen race, if they break his commandments, these are the things that will happen to them. Bloods and Crips, GDs and Vice Lords, right? GKB, Gangsta Killer Bloods, right? 8 Trey Gangsta Crips. These are all side effects of God's people breaking the commandments. Read on. Let's go.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother,
Read on.
and toward the wife of his bosom.
God said the Israelites will have an evil eye toward their brother, evil eye toward their wife. Read on.
And toward the remnant of his children,
Evil toward his children, Brother Dre. Read on.
which he shall leave.
Which he shall stay.
Which he shall leave.
Brother Dre, what race of people is known for having single parent households? You see that? In the Bible, it's in the Bible that God said he would do this to his chosen people if they break his commandments. His commandments are keep the Sabbath day. His commandments are only have one God. His commandments are don't rob from your people. Right? Those are his commandments. But if the Israelites say, I don't care what God says, I'm going to do what I want to do, guess what's going to happen to the Israelites? They're going to go into slavery. They're going to have black on black crime. These are the things that happen to your people. Is that, am I right, Brother Dre? Right. That's right. Hey, come here, brother. You got a second for a Bible verse? I got a question for you. Right? Okay. Now, why is it that so-called black people, why are we in America right now as a race when we're not from here?
Because we've been taken from Africa.
We were taken from Africa.
Right.
Now, why were we taken from Africa?
To be slaves.
To be slaves. Is that in the Bible? You said it's not in the Bible. Now, you've been to church before? Now, by you saying it's not in the Bible, I'm led to believe that they never read that part to you that's in the Bible.
Probably have.
So let's find out in the Bible if that's in the Bible or not. All right. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 109 and verse 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 109 and verse 10. Psalm chapter 107 and verse 10.
Listen to this.
Such as sit in darkness.
Start in the verse above.
Verse 9. For he satisfieth the longing soul.
This is God talking. He satisfies the longing soul. Read.
And filleth the hungry soul with goodness.
He filleth the hungry soul with goodness. Read.
Such as sit in darkness.
Such as sit in darkness. Read.
And in the shadow of death.
In the shadow of death. This is talking about a race of people. They're sitting in darkness and they're sitting in the shadow of death. Read.
Being bound in affliction and iron.
What does it mean to be bound in affliction and iron? Iron goes around your feet to keep you in bondage.
Right.
Bound in affliction, right? Like telling you what to do, what not to do, where to go, where not to go. That's affliction and iron. Slavery. Read on.
Because they rebelled against the words of God.
Why did that happen?
Because they rebelled against the words of God.
God said in the Bible that a particular people were bound in affliction and iron because they rebelled against him. What's the name of this people that he's talking about?
So you telling me we rebelled against God?
Let's find out. Because I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to read it out of I'm going to read it out of the Bible.
All right.
Never believe what man says. Believe what God said. All right, so give me the book of Deuteronomy. All right, let's go to chapter 1 and verse 1. All right, brother. All right, brother.
Take care, man.
Listen to this, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
I'm sure you heard of Moses. The reason we're going all the way back to Moses is because Moses is a prophet. Right? Moses foretold about your history and why you standing on the dirt that you standing on right now. And we about to read it. So I got to prove it. It's my job to prove it by reading it, not by me telling you my own thing. So give me Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 6.
Deuteronomy
So
chapter...
Moses is speaking to what people? He just said it. He said, these be the words which Moses spake unto all of who? Let's read it again.
Deuteronomy 1:1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
What's the name of the people that Moses is speaking to?
The Israelites.
The Israelites. Deuteronomy 11:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day.
I said before who?
Before you this day.
The you is the Israelites. The Israelites are God's chosen what? Chosen people. Meaning, God created other people that aren't chosen. But the Israelites, that's his chosen. Read on.
A blessing.
A what?
A blessing.
Read on.
And a curse.
Moses is telling them their future. He said a blessing is going to happen to you and a curse. Read on.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
Read on.
Which I command you this day.
Read.
And a curse.
And a what?
And a curse.
And a curse. Read on.
If you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your
Now,
God.
this is God talking, right? Moses just went to the mountaintop dealing face to face with God. He's telling them what God told him to tell the people. If they don't keep the commandments, curses are going to happen to them. Question: do you think God has been punishing our race over the last 500 years? Could we be under curses? Could be. But it's only one way to find out, brother. It's only one way to find out. We got to go through the curses that God said he will put on his people. Give me Deuteronomy 28, right? And let's go to verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28
I haven't went to this verse in a long time.
and verse 16.
This is the first curse that God said he's going to put on his chosen people called the Israelites. Read that.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
God said any city that the Israelites are in, he said what?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
You'll be cursed in that city. I don't care what city you go to. Choose any city. What race of people is at the bottom of that society? Cursed shall thou be in the city. What else?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
In the where?
In the field.
And I don't care what city you go to, the lowest people of that field is what? The field in modern day is the jobs, the way that you make money. And we know that modern field, we know who was cursed in that field. I mean, or the ancient field. Yeah, that cotton field. Right? That sugarcane field. Right? That blueberry field, that corn field. God said he's going to put the Israelites as a cursed mechanism in that city and in that field. Right? So that's just one verse proving to you who the Israelites are. Everybody can't say that that's talking to them or that's pertaining to them. Give me verse 32.
Verse 32.
This is another curse that God is going to put on his chosen people.
Thy sons.
Thy meaning your sons, Israelites. I'm not going to do this to all of the people, but your sons. If you break my commandments, your sons. Read.
And thy daughters.
Read on.
Shall be given unto another people.
I'm going to give your children to other races of people. What does that sound like? This is in the Bible. God said he's going to take his chosen people's children and give them to other races. It's in the Bible. Yeah, that's in the Bible. Right? Give me Deuteronomy. Let's get straight to the point. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
Verse.
We're not going to play around. Let's get straight to the point.
Right.
Let's get straight to it. Verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
To where again?
Into
To
Egypt
Egypt
again.
This is the last cursed document that God said. Right? This is God talking in the Bible. He's about to let you know who his people is. He said you're going to identify them because you're going to have to go to Egypt again. What were the Israelites doing in Egypt that first time when Moses had to go in there and say, Pharaoh, let my people go? What were they?
in bondage.
They was in bondage. Prove that in Micah chapter 6 and verse 4. Right? The book of Micah chapter 6 and verse 4. That's absolutely correct. They was in bondage. Right? The book of Micah chapter 6 and verse number 4.
This is the book of Micah chapter 6 and verse 4.
Let's find out what Egypt means in the Bible.
For I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt
Out of the land of Egypt,
and redeemed thee out of the house of servants.
the house of what?
Out of the house of
servants.
servants.
Another word for bondage is a servant. Another word for servant is what? A slave. Now, God said if the Israelites break the commandments, they got to go back to Egypt. Meaning, not the actual place, but the place that you was in when you was there. Which is what? Well, it's bondage, like you just said. Or a servant, or a slave. Now, the $1 million question is, how did our people get to America, brother? How did our people get to America? Transportation-wise. That's a question for anybody.
We got to America in bondage, man.
By what part of transportation?
By boat.
By a boat. Do you think that's in the Bible?
Well, boat, well.
By a boat? Yeah. All right, give me Deuteronomy 20:68. Now, what's the name of the people that we reading about? The name of the people that Moses is speaking to. Start with an I. The Israelites, God's chosen people. This is what God said will happen to this chosen people. Read that again from the top.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Breaking the commandments, we're going to have to go where again?
Into Egypt again.
How are they going to get there?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
What race of people went into slavery on a slave ship?
Black people.
So who is God speaking to?
Speak to our black people.
That's right. And what is their name?
Israelites.
That's right. That's the key point. So the point is, why are we in America? It's because God punished us. With ships, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Because God said, keep the commandments and live.
Right.
If you break the commandments, that causes death. And we've been dying since we came to America.
Right.
On a ship, we even died off the ships. Right? Why do you think all hurricanes start in the west coast of Africa?
Every year.
Every year, and they navigate the same navigation as what? As the slave ships navigated to the Americas. That's God to give.
Excuse me. Because those whales or whatever, sharks, even their generation knows about that.
Run that again now? Whales and sharks.
Sharks.
Okay.
They came along with the ships.
Oh,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Got you now.
Because a lot of them was thrown overboard.
Right.
I say even their young sharks are still at it, thinking, looking for that food.
Makes sense.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Go ahead.
That's right. Because that's the navigation that we routed to come over here.
That's it.
So the Lord said with ships, read that one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right?
With ships.
With ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And there.
And there, when you get off the ships, so God is telling his people that you're going to get sold into slavery on a ship. Now, this is Moses speaking. Now, when Jesus Christ was on the scene 2,000 years ago, this prophecy wasn't even fulfilled yet. So Jesus Christ had to literally leave and die for this prophecy to even be fulfilled. So we had to come to America on a ship. Right? And there, when you get off the ships, what does God say is going to happen?
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
This is in the Bible. That the Israelites will be sold. Who we sold to, brother?
White folk.
We were sold to the white folk. What do you think that God is going to call them in the Bible?
That's a good point.
There you shall be.
Masters.
You said masters?
Masters.
Okay. There you shall be sold
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
to your who?
Unto your enemies.
God call them your enemies. Because your enemy is only going to make the children of God call them masters.
Right.
Only your enemy is going to do that. Your friend's going to tell you the truth. They're going to say, hey, you the Israelites.
Right.
You're actually my master. Right? We're supposed to serve you. But guess what? They said, look at these nasty Israelites, God's people. We're going to make them call us masters. That's what happened. Now we're sold to our enemies.
We fighting that already now.
That's right, brother. And we're beating down the strongholds right now because you're finding out that who are you actually according to God?
I'm just a child. I'm his child. I'm
That's-
his chosen one.
And that name is called what?
Israelite.
That's right.
That's right.
Right.
Because black was given to us. African American was given to us by the white man. That's not in the Bible. And all of the other names was given to us. Right? So God is letting you know who you are predicated upon actually reading the Bible and the prophecies thereof.
Well, I look back a little bit on history and I see where my ancestors and where they all come from. It's like bondage and slavery. So I feel like I tell anybody, my ancestors died for me. Just like Jesus God died for me.
That's right.
So therefore, I should not feel I have to go backwards. I should be going forward.
That's right.
I'm free. I'm free to serve the Lord.
That's right.
But
bro.
in this world, and with these white people, I'm still not free.
That's right.
But
right.
I feel free because of God.
That's right. That's absolutely correct. You want to know why? Because now you have the opportunity to find out more of the truth, brother.
Oh yeah.
Right? Give me Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. Right? Here, you're living in a generation where you can actually read the Bible and have understanding of it. At one point in time, that wasn't given to us.
Right.
The Lord didn't open up that understanding for our people to understand.
We had to sneak and read. We had to sneak and learn how to read.
Most definitely. Check this out.
True. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
He says, shut up the words, seal this book to the time of the end. You're living in the end now, right? Give me Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. Read.
Book of Romans, chapter 13.
Is that where you left off?
And many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
So the Lord said, shut up the words, seal it to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro until the end. When you get to the end, knowledge is going to increase.
Right.
So the knowledge that we're finding out now is that, hey, we actually are the Israelites. We're
Right.
God's chosen people.
Right?
Right? Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, bro.
So yeah, brother, you'll be an Israelite. God's
That's right.
chosen people. You got to keep God's commandments.
That's right.
No doubt.
Y'all be safe, man.
All right, all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Go to Revelation 19 and 16. Real quick, before you read that, get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 15. And then get Isaiah chapter, Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. After these two verses.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 15. He is grievous unto us even to behold. For his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness.
Read.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father.
Read on. It's talking about Yahweh Shai. Read.
Let us see if his words be true,
Read on.
and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
In the what?
In the end of him.
Read on.
For if the just man be the Son of God, he will help him.
He will what?
He will help him
Read on.
and deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
And he will deliver us from the hand of our enemies, man. Right? Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7.
Look at Isaiah, chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the
Hey, brother
face
man.
of the covering cast.
It's like, hey, brother man. Brother. You know?
The face of the covering cast over all people